Fuck, that's for the fucking birds, man. I say I'm doing this shit. I'm not taking a nap.
Welcome to a new week of the Larp Pod. We have some big stuff to talk about today. We have got Marvel's Wolverine gameplay preview, a reaction to that. And we're going to be talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day, our reviews on that. I'm here with Moody. How are you, mate?
Yep, great. How are you?
I'm alright. So, let's get into this footage of the new gameplay preview of Marvel's Wolverine, which is actually out a month from when we're recording this. So, a month today is when the game's up. So, let's do a reaction to it.
You think we'd fuck up something this important? Essex built Team X to protect mutants. You couldn't even protect him if you hadn't left. Exactly. Enough of this shit! We don't need you, Runt. Never did.
Jones talking to there.
Make this quick! It's been 48 hours since Essex was captured. We may already be too late. You good?
Yeah! Guess Trask and his goons still hate mutants.
Yeah, well, give him a new reason to hate us.
By the way, it's right, just back on the game. 10 minutes into the game.
Southern perimeter. What the hell was that? Shit.
Hang tight, we'll draw their fire.
Focus on the chopper!
The game was really nice.
Like a light.
Look at that, battle damaged Wolverine.
I'm gonna proliferate. Jesus. There's the bar. So this is Princess Bar. This is one of the main pubs in the game where you can interact with people.
Yeah, you can arm wrestle Sabretooth.
He took the top shelf whiskey. Earn it. That movie pulled me, Trask. Some self-righteous bull. You want to call the shots? Kick Essex's ass! Take charge! You won't! You just give a shit when it suits you! You don't even want to be here. You're right. I thought you were back. We were back. But you ain't ever coming back.
By the way, they've gone with a brilliant actor play with Logan, by the way. With Liam McIntyre. He's a brilliant actor.
Keep your drink.
Like, they've gone well.
Come on, Vic.
Yeah.
You've had Hugh Jackman, and then you've got the Liam McIntyre, who's Australian. Like,
Looks like you need him more than I do.
Australian actor playing Wolverine. Like, it's brilliant.
Oh, he's raging. Yeah, he has the gun.
Oh, numbers.
Oh shit, so...
Batman off.
Yeah, it just looks like a bomb.
You gotta talk to Essex. They got
Yeah,
Walter.
there's Gene. Hello, Gene.
Gotta get inside that compound. There. Sure.
I think it's the massive, like, climate. The cool climate on updated Wolverine range is the last one of massive. Wolverine Origins and the free.
Secure the target.
Like, playing a brand new Wolverine range, like the control.
Come on. Stop fucking around. You gonna do this or should I?
Gee.
Okay.
About time you caught up. Where's Sabretooth?
He's sleeping off his fight with a Mega Red.
Oh, so you don't
Are you
like the
good?
Mega Red straight away, that's good.
Shrapnel from the chopper. I'm healing.
You find Essex yet?
Oh, I found something, all right. Come on.
The visuals, jeez.
Can't be any worse than what I found in the sewers.
Oh, yeah? Where do you think those bodies came?
There's two of them now?
You remember what I taught you, Runt?
Yeah, the team of Sabretooth and Wolverine. Yes, man. Jesus Christ.
Tornado spin.
What the hell was that? Back in the bar.
How'd you find me? Oh. I just needed some space. From everything?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
You didn't see what this thing could do.
Well, that didn't. Jeez, at the beginning of the game, you fight the massive.
I'd suggest not delaying the inevitable, but
Where do you think
something
this
tells
is? Do you
me
think
you were
this
the
is Trask
stubborn
and
type.
Fuse?
Yeah. I think this is not for you to back in there. You can, when you look at Steve, like, Steve goes up and goes. Oh no, it's talking to devil there. So, this is trying to find Sabretooth and then running.
Yeah, Sentinels and Reavers. I knew they were working for Trask.
Yeah.
Yeah, control the Sentinels and Reavers. I'm guessing they're working with Trask to come down and meet them.
They brought the fucking robot to stop us!
Just apparently this is just one of the Sentinels fight paramedics on the apparently it's one each act, so apparently there's like 4 or 5 acts in this game. But you fight a Sentinel in each act. Ooh!
Bye, Nathaniel. Wheels up in 5.
Hey, speak to me. Hold still.
You came back. Where are the others?
Leave me to do the dirty work as usual.
And that was that.
Amazing.
I mean, them cuts. It's like watching. It's like watching Wolverine TV show. I know it's a game and stuff. It's like watching. Each cutscene just takes place after another. It's like watching The Mandalorian, but like watching a Wolverine type version of it. It looks pretty cool. Right, Wolverine then. In my opinion, game looks cool. I think the environments are very vibrant because the colours and stuff, and then just the way you can use the environment as your main help source as well. It's pretty cool.
I love the environmental attacks where he specifically kicks that guy into the spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really cool. And then he has the double team moves with Jean Grey.
Double team with Jean Grey look pretty cool as well. Like even his takedown moves as well. Like I know he's got the double takedowns, but even his takedown moves as well on his own. Pretty cool. I did different animations for it. It's like you can jump. I know double team up, and you can jump up in the air and launch, and then you can like bring him up in the air, claw him in the air, or you can just slice him, and then kill him afterwards. That's a pretty cool thing. But apparently there's like over 15 or 16 different animations, depends on where you are for this game as Wolverine for the takedowns. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I like that.
Yeah, are you aware of any other Marvel characters that appear in Marvel's Wolverine?
Yes, what I said, there's Sabretooth. When we get to the end of the trailer, when you do the sizzle reel and stuff, you get a look at Sabretooth. You get, I think that's the thing at the mask hand. You definitely the hands in this. What I said, there's the guy with the long arms. I think his name is Deaths, whatever the hell his name was. Forgot his name.
Deathstrike? Lady
Deathstrike, yes.
Deathstrike.
Yeah, Lady Deathstrike's in it. Mystique's in it as well. But yeah, some characters I do know. I don't know much about X-Men to be honest, but what I've seen of X-Men, some characters I do know. So yeah, definitely main one I do know is Jean Grey because she's like the main focus. But Mystique I know, Sabretooth I know, and that's mainly it. But yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of double team moves you get with Mystique.
Yeah. I wonder which ones you get Mystique, like flipping either she goes behind someone or does turns into someone and you kill them. I don't know, because she's turning into, so I don't really know how they're gonna do that. Unless she's a boss fight. Because as we've seen for now, when you fight these villains, apparently you recruit them in your bar or something. That's apparently a big change that they've done for this game. So I don't know if she becomes a part of the team. I don't know how like things are gonna be. How the team like flipping kills are gonna work. Because I don't know how. Because you can't really turn into them and then kill them because shit it's here. But yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah, because with Jean Grey, she lifts them to the air and holds them there while Wolverine just stabs them up.
Yeah, like if you had Sabretooth as well, is one you can just basically just. I think Sabretooth's a villain, or like a boss, but I think he's also a helper as well. Towards the end of the game, but I mean, he's gonna work cool because you've got two claw mashing people. You can just like stab, and then you just finish them off. Just like slash them in the leg, kill them or whatever. Yeah, Jean Grey, she's got telekinesis. She's got like the power of lifting people up, and then Wolverine takes them down. But it's gonna be cool to see the way that they've done it. To be honest,
Yeah.
the team moves what I've seen is brilliant from Jean Grey, but we haven't seen much from the other ones. But yeah.
From the mission we saw in the gameplay, It looks like Wolverine's rescuing the mutants from Bolivar, Trask and Trask Industries.
Yeah.
I think those are the mutant hunters of the game.
I think they are, like, when you... Yeah. Yeah, I think they are. Because... I don't know, who the hell is flipping capturing them? Because I don't really know. They
Well,
look
that's what
pretty
they are.
cool.
The Trask Industries are capturing the mutants.
Yeah. But, to be honest, what I said before, there was a kid in the flipping green little kid. He was a part of X-Men 97, and I forgot his name. But, he had a major role in that, so being as a kid in this to then growing up, and that looks pretty cool. But saving the mutants and stuff, yeah, I mean it. I don't really know much about X-Men, and
I think, from what I remember, the kid's called Leech.
Leech.
I think.
I have to remember. Yeah, it is Leech.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in X-Men 97. I was in X-Men flipping The Last Stand. I didn't know that he was in live action. What the hell?
Yeah, because the antagonists are like the Trask Industries, the mutant hunters, and then you've got like Sabretooth, Omega Red, a Lady Deathstrike, Ogun,
Yeah,
Reavers and the Sentinels, and the Hand.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we actually saw what's his name? Wolverine fighting Reavers and Sentinels because they have cybernetic legs and arms.
Yeah. Looks
So
pretty
they might be
cool.
working with Trask Industries.
Well, it must have been being built there, haven't they? Also, like being built for him, and he's just killing them
Yeah,
also.
because they're mercenaries, so I can imagine Trask Industries hiring the Sentinels to help them capture mutants.
Yeah, but
Makes sense.
makes good sense because if you want like flipping, if you make someone to do something like the Sentinels basically, then get other people to do it, and then you just come in afterwards. Maybe towards the end of this mission, like you get to see a Sentinel, or that'd be cool. But I don't really know.
Or you
That's
got
pretty
the Hand. That's an
good.
assassin organisation, so you could have Trask Industries hire them as well.
Yeah, you've got other things. I think Omega Red's got his own thing as well. Lady Deathstrike's got her own one. But I'm not sure about Lady Deathstrike because I don't know, but she could team up with the Hand or something. But I don't really know in this game. But
She might,
it's different.
yeah, she might be with the Sentinels because cybernetic. Yeah, who else is cybernetically enhanced? The Sentinels
Yeah, the Sentinels.
and the Reavers. So there you go.
There we are. But to be honest, overall thoughts on the gameplay and stuff I probably saw. Definitely a game I'm going to be playing. 100% going to be playing it. I'll definitely be playing it on my channel because hopefully I'll be getting the game on launch and I'll be swine out hours of the story stuff on day one. But definitely a game I'm going to play, definitely a game I'm going to stream, definitely a game which I'm really excited for because we love Marvel games, we love Wolverine, we love everything. So yeah, and hopefully it comes to PC in next year, but I don't know if it's going to come to PC because of the new PlayStation rule thing.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts? What's your overall thoughts before we move on? And yeah, what's your thoughts on it?
I think the gameplay looks like a blast. It feels really immersive. The colours are really vibrant. The game looks great. I don't know how exactly it's going to play because we saw the gameplay and it's obviously like really fast paced from what it looks like, but obviously you don't know it till you actually play the game. But
Yeah,
so far it looks great. Looks really good. My opinion.
looks really good. Well, same universe as flipping Spider-Man, Insomniac Spider-Man games. Same universe as that. And hopefully, after Wolverine, they'll do Daredevil, which apparently is being apparently they're making Spider-Man 3 now, but hopefully Daredevil will be after that. We can get a old Daredevil game. But I love the concept of like X-Men, like doing three Spider-Man games and then going to a Wolverine type game, like a different spin and different brutal stuff, and then gone back to Spider-Man. But I'm really excited for it. I mean, I'm really excited to get my hands on it and on September 15th and just play it for hours on end, make content on it. But let us know in the comments what you think about it and stuff. And yeah, we'll see you guys' thoughts on it. Right, should we head over to Lanterns because 43 minutes ago, James Gunn posted this on X and HBO Max has put it up on the YouTube channel. First 5 minutes of Lanterns episode 1, which we should be reviewing both episodes next week if we can. Do you think we will?
Possibly.
If we can watch it next week, because I know it's out on a Monday morning. It's on HBO Max, which the both of us don't have. But if we can get around to watching it some other way out, we're definitely doing episode reviews every week about it, because first 2 are out next week, and we've got episode 3 of the week after. So hopefully we can get to watch
I'll do my best to get something.
Basically the quest to do that. But there we go. For a little treat from us. We weren't even planning to do this reaction, but a little treat from us. 5 minutes of Lanterns. Let's go.
Right. 1996.
That's it.
Tonight, a 60 Minutes exclusive. 10 years ago, no one on Earth was aware we were already under the protection of someone calling himself Green Lantern. Then, without warning, he made himself known, dramatically stopping a meteor from devastating Victoria Falls. Or at least he made himself partially known.
Finger in Dakota.
Here now, we bring you the first ever heart-to-heart with a superhero.
Ooh.
Are you nervous?
That'd be John. That'd be a little John Stewart, a young John Stewart.
Of course.
Excited?
Yeah.
In that case, who are you?
I'm Hal Jordan.
Oh.
Yep.
Marcus? You're gonna get us all in
Oh,
trouble.
George.
Just watch the window.
So, what do you want the world to know about you?
I'm an Air Force veteran. I'm a former test pilot. And really? Just that I'm a regular person. Like you.
Except that you're also Earth's first
Breaking a fourth
Green
wall.
Lantern.
There is that too.
He looked
In
straight
many
into
ways,
John
Hal
Stewart's
Jordan
eyes
was
when
born
saying
for the role he would eventually play. His father was a decorated test pilot who died tragically in a crash when Hal was just 8. Hal continued
Yeah,
to follow
it
his
literally does
father's
the origin story for Hal Jordan.
He's home.
Come on, John, turn the TV off.
Well, I'm the only one here. But we're like beat cops. Only each one of us has each.
And how are you chosen for this chunk? Is there a test?
Come on, turn the TV
It's only one question.
We're so dead.
Are you afraid?
And you said
Wait.
no.
Oh shit, she
I
was the
did.
same one from
Every
Falcon.
kid's worst
I
fear
remember it, but
is losing a parent.
I'll explain that.
Once that happens, there is nothing to fear anymore.
No. US Marine. His father.
So you gonna tell me his real name?
Hal something.
How?
Yes, sir.
Does he want to know?
Outside, now.
Let's go kill us off. No problem.
Yeah, it's not normal.
Are you afraid?
No, sir.
We're setting the theme of fear already. Laying the foundations for Sinestro.
Let's go get a burger.
What? Go and get a burger. Fucking
What's it now, I think? Watch his dad's voice coming later. Like in the movie when he's fighting Sinestro and his dad's voice gonna ring and going, "Are you afraid?"
Oh, there we go.
Another bus.
I'm late.
I'm late. Thomas saying, I'm late. That's brilliant. What the hell?
Yeah. So, thoughts?
Cool 5 minutes of that though. I like how he's just hypnotized by watching him, like when he was young. Just like, his family's saying, shit, let's just leg it out. And he's like, nah, I want to stay here and watch my idol on the TV.
I think I think people are gonna shit on it.
Well, I don't think people shit on it. I think people just make like loads of memes and loads of jokes out of it. But
I'm feeling light.
to be honest, it looks cool. Like the way that they've done it. It's like his father though is just this is the beginnings like childhood trauma. Like I know it's like black people and Dakota and stuff like one of them was trauma from black people. Like not being racist or anything, but it's like back in them times before the 2000s in America, like the southern states, it was really bad to be living as a black person. But yeah, I like the dynamic duo between the son and father type moment, and then we don't even know what happened to his father 20 years later. Like you said then, could he come back up towards the end when Sinestro's there? Or could he be dead? We do not know. I think it's been 20 years from like 1996 to 2016 to 20 years. Do you think his father's gone back to the Marines? Or do you think his father's dead? Or do you think his father's alive and tracks down the lantern corpse towards the end?
His dad. I'd assume he went back to the Marines.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, could he go back to the Marines for 20 years, don't see his don't see his family and stuff, and then if maybe possibly, was it before towards the end, he comes back with the other Marines to kill like Sinestro or something, but
Yeah.
yeah.
From what I think is, it's the way from when you got that scene where he shoots the apple on the John's head, right? It cuts straight to a scene of him punching the punching bag.
Yeah.
So obviously, this is established that he probably thinks badly about obviously what happened because that isn't normal.
That's not normal, no.
I'm guessing he might have trauma.
Or trauma, or like sense of fear or something. But I don't think if you normally when you get like that, when you punching bag, it's not fear. Like you don't sense fear. You sense what you said then trauma. It's like fear's not applicable to it.
Yeah, I'm guessing that was her trauma, and then it cuts to the next scene, and that's how he's dealing with it.
Yeah.
So I think already that they know what they're doing. We're not like the people making this series aren't like idiots, which is very good. Because obviously the first 5 minutes of whatever you're watching is actually quite important.
Yeah.
And I think they established everything they needed to really establish there.
Yeah.
Because you've got the elder Lantern, Howard Jordan. You've got him in an interview on the telly. So you know he's obviously quite famous, and he's been a seasoned Lantern. Seasoned Lantern. He's been around for a while. And then you've got the new up-and-coming Jon Stewart. And he gets in the car, and obviously he's quite kind of serious.
Yeah.
And Hal Jordan's like, I'm feeling light.
Yeah.
So you already have the dynamic set in from literally the first interaction between the two.
Yeah. Like, this is basically just... That begins like basically an origin story to the new Lantern, like he meets his idol. They just go out, get on the car and just head off.
Yeah. You've
Got the mission.
Got a mentor and mentee relationship.
To be honest, I'm excited to watch this.
Yeah.
I might.
Because he says I'm feeling light. It just feels dead cynical.
Yeah. Like he's... When you get older, you feel lighter. You haven't got much power, but when you're younger, you've got the power, you've got the... You're not light, you're hard.
They've already got that the juxtaposition because of the age difference.
But we'll have to see what happens. Like, I know that's only the first 5 minutes. We've still got like another 45 minutes, I think, for the first episode next week. So we could let me see episode 1. Something big might happen after the first 5 minutes. You never know. Like they could be on the flipping road, going somewhere, but we don't know. We're excited for it. We're excited for Lanterns. Comes out in the UK apparently at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning on Monday, next Monday. Go ahead, watch it. I think it's up then. Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning on next Monday. And people, hopefully, we'll react to both episodes each pod because there's 8 episodes, I believe, in the series. So we've got 7 weeks to do episodes.
Why did I say Dakota? It's Nebraska.
Nebraska, yeah. I was going to say Dakota's...
I'm an actual toad. Why did I think it was Dakota? Nebraska.
Right, if you're from Dakota, if anyone's watching us from Dakota, but sorry, but... Yeah, it's Nebraska. Like, to be honest, they're both states in there each other, so don't not worry about it. People get mistaken about it. But if anyone's from Dakota, we're sorry.
Okay. Do you want to talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day?
Yeah, man. Because I've got a story about it. Right. I want to quickly say this before we talk about it. Right, I got into a taxi yesterday before I went to the cinema to watch it, and I was with my sister. Got into the taxi. The taxi driver says, "What film are you going to see?" So we both said Spider-Man. And then he starts talking to me, just about 5 minutes, talking about Marvel stuff, just about Marvel films or the Spider-Mans, like how the hell did Spider-Man, like Tom Holland, become Spider-Man, all that type of shit. So I was explaining it to him, and then he mentioned to me that he saw Supergirl, and I was like, well, I haven't seen it yet, so my mate's seen it and stuff like that, being you've seen it, you've done a review on it on the pod. But I said to him, I haven't seen it yet, and he said to me it was one of the most big part of shit that he's ever seen.
I would say it was that bad, but obviously it wasn't good either.
No, but I mean, like we were just chatting there. 1 minute we're talking about the 3 flipping Spider-Men, and he goes on to Supergirl and says, "Oh yeah, what a load of shite that was," and then he was excited for the Batman and stuff. It was a funny story just going there, but in the end, we got to the cinema, and this is where the review starts. So, should we say our scores together, or should we do the scores at the end, or should we just... Do you want to say yours first, or do you want me to say mine first? Like my review on it.
Well, I just thought it was a 4-star movie, like.
I agree with you. 4 stars. I think it was 8. 8 out of 10.
Because to me, it was just a bit. It was above being a good movie. I thought it was a great movie, but
Yeah.
I didn't think it was perfect. It has some flaws because I'm just a little nitpicker. But I thought it was just a really good, well-rounded movie. Thought it was probably the best out of the Holland movies. However, I think No Way Home's like a close contender.
I've got to say this, and I'm going to get a lot of hate. I would say, in my opinion, and I put this on Letterboxd, I gave it a 9. My opinion, Spider-Man Homecoming is a lot better than the other 3. But I'm going to say this, I'm going to do my ranking now before I get into my review, and then you can carry on your review of it. Homecoming's first, then I've got flipping this film second, then I've got No Way Home third, which I'm going to get a lot of hate for it, and then I've got Far From Home, because I thought Far From Home was so... It was a good film, don't get me wrong, it was a good film, but most of the scenes just bored me to death. But the whole action in that film was good. But I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying Spider-Man Homecoming's first, because I just loved it to bits, and I love Michael Keaton as Vulture. But
Yeah. I don't think there's one bad Spider-Man movie.
no. Actually, yeah, I was going to say Amazing Spider-Man 2. I watched it once and never watched... Actually, no, I watched it twice and never watched it again, because it was that crap. I've never done that for a film. I only watch films about 4 or 5 times. But I watched this one twice, and I've never watched it since.
I think the character performances, the actors, give it a bit of a boost, so it's not like unwatchable for me.
Yeah.
For Garfield and Emma Stone, phenomenal actors in that movie. Like that movie, they were saving the movie.
Yeah.
I very much cared about obviously Gwen and Peter, and
Yeah.
even Aunt May was really good. However, I just really just did not care for Electro at all.
To be honest, yeah, I agree with that. To be honest, I liked how they brought him back into Tom Holland's world and No Way Home. To be honest, even in that film, he was so crap. I'm sorry, but I know Jamie Foxx is a good actor to play Electro, but even the connection in No Way Home that both Andrew and Jamie Foxx have together when he says at the end of it when he injects him and stuff, I was like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I mean, and I agree, 100% agree with you on that. That Electro was crap.
It's just, yeah, because I've got to make that I'll violently defend the Amazing Spider-Man movies. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't get it, and that's just me. I just don't understand it, because there's lots of different plots going on, subplots.
Yeah.
But sometimes they just don't really there's no kind of backing with them. Because there's the Goblin, like, virus thing going on with it. With Harry and Norman. And for some reason, Harry needs Spider-Man's DNA to, like, live. That's, like, his cure. But I don't think it's really explained in the movie, and if it is, it's not very explained well, because I just don't remember.
Yeah.
And there's just other things that go on, like Harry just appears out of nowhere. He's not mentioned once in the first Amazing Spider-Man, so he wouldn't even know he exists. And Captain Stacy's request at the end of Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, he goes like something about not being with Gwen or not being near Gwen, right? In Amazing Spider-Man 2, he just tosses that all out the window. He gets back with Gwen anyway.
Yeah.
He makes no sacrifices, in my opinion. Like, there's no really kind of real score that happens where, like, he has to sacrifice his, like, bits of his life to be Spider-Man.
to be honest, I was thinking of other villains as well in this film. You had the whole of the Russian things as well. You had flipping Rhino. What the fuck? Like, my man, they put Rhino in a mech suit. Who the fuck? Who the hell directed that film? Because who the hell brings Rhino in a flipping mech suit?
No, I actually kind of fuck with that. Yeah, he's not really a strong villain though, because what are his motives? Rob a bank.
Rob a bank, yeah, fuck. Just do some random shit in the street. But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
and then
it's like,
they tease for Sinister Six at the end of the movie as well.
yeah, and what happened after that? No. Apparently, there's actually a flipping Spider-Man film in the works. Apparently, there's a third one, and apparently there was a leaked footage of it this week, where they showed off about 50 seconds of that film, the scrapped film, and it was just basically just all of the Sinister Six together in like New York fighting Andrew Garfield. It was weird, but to be honest, they could have made a third film for the like they did with Tobey Maguire. They made 3, and then they did with Tom Holland. They made 3. But I mean, oh yeah, what I mean, they made Tobey Maguire. They made 3. They could have made 3 for Andrew Garfield and then 3 for Tom Holland, which they did. But I
Yeah.
mean, like, if they would have done a Sinister Six film for Andrew Garfield, we didn't really need one for Tom Holland in the future, to be honest.
But I
Yeah.
did think for the Amazing Spider-Man that Andrew was kind of the best Spider-Man when it's in terms of like he got like his quips and stuff. Like he's no talkative Spider-Man. His suit in Amazing Spider-Man 2 is actually my favourite live-action Spider-Man suit.
It's one of my favourites. It's
The only thing I'd say is the spider logo on the front's just a bit too low.
yeah.
And that's it.
My
That's it.
top one is my one's the Raimi suit from Spider-Man 3. The flipping the red one, like the red one. That's my
Yeah.
favourite. I just love
And
that suit. The black.
Yeah. Let's talk about all that later. Let's get on to Brand New Day.
Yeah, let's talk about the new film. Right. Let's hear your thing on it. Let's hear your take on Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Well,
I've got a lot.
I thought the first half was quite strong, and the second half kind of fell a little bit, but it was still a fun watch. It just fell a little bit, and I'm gonna like get into that now. So, the main sacrifice of being Spider-Man at the end of No Way Home is that everyone had to forget who he is. So you had to sacrifice all his relationships, like and all that with MJ and Ned. Well then, Ned remembers the dude anyway because he remembers the handshake.
But that was the last scene of the film. That like the last how many 20 seconds of that film to do the handshake and then the credits pop up. To be honest, I'll say this. When they did the whole MJ thing on the building thing where the billboard was, I was like to myself, oh yeah, is she actually gonna remember Peter Parker because he said about all the stuff and then it turns out that fucking Sadie and that Jean Grey possessed her and flipping started the fluxion thing and I was like, what the hell? Like you could have just
No, me and my mate saw that coming from a mile away. As soon as we saw her go like, I remember you and stuff, we're like, oh, that is not her. That is Jean Grey for sure. We were like, yeah, that's Jean Grey.
No man, no, the kiss as well when he does the flipping kiss. I was like to myself, that's a bit fucking strange because why the fuck would he kiss her like that though? I mean, she just turned like that and I was like to myself, well, that's her now, so
Well,
I know
yeah,
she's gonna
one of the most biggest pros of this movie was actually how menacing Jean Grey was and how she made Peter's life so much worse.
Yeah. I agree with
That was really good how they did that because it gave me like flashbacks like Green Goblin and Doctor Octopus of the Raimi trilogy and how they were just tormenting Peter like the whole movie.
Yeah. But I
And
mean,
like the dude could never catch a break and shit.
the flashback bits as well when May in the flipping bedroom and then May is there as well, Aunt May. Just going into that, and then when when Peter sits on the bed without the mask, and then it changes to Jean Grey next to May, and then May goes at that, and then Peter sits by her to get the flipping flux out. That's peak thing by Destin. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Like the whole story arc of like, remember Sarah, remember the sister. Like I've lost someone once. You've lost someone once. Let's just basically team up and then basically just stop the flux and then just not be together, but like remember the stuff that happened in the past and then all that type of shit. Eventually, what happened after that? Flipping the snipe. But yeah, that was brilliant. I love that scene. That like Aunt May being back as a flashback in this film. I nearly started crying, and I was saying to my sister, like, what the fuck? Like, they brought her back for the flashback scenes, even the bits in the graveyard as well. When he touches a grave, I was like to myself, bring us flashbacks of Aunt May. We need them. Because she was
Yeah.
brilliant. But,
The thing with like Aunt May's movies really is, she doesn't. I don't know. She's never really been like kind of as important to Peter to me as like the other Aunt Mays in the other trilogies.
no, not. I
Because
was saying,
I don't think she really gets a lot of screen time in the last movies.
yeah, no. I agree with that.
So I've not really built that much of a connection to Aunt May really.
Yeah. In No
And
Way
so
Home.
when she died in No Way Home, I was sorry for Peter. I was very empathetic for Peter.
Yeah.
But then I was like, well, I don't know. I don't really have a connection to this woman. Didn't see much of her.
But I mean, like, I agree with you there. Like, she didn't have much to do. I mean, No Way Home, basically, she was actually in more of that film than the real. I mean, she was in Homecoming. That's mainly at the end. Civil War, she was in the house. Robert Downey Jr. was there. Far From Home, she was at the beginning, and she had the whole relationship with Happy Hogan and stuff like that. And then No Way Home, she invited all the villains into the apartment thing. And I was like to myself, I keep saying to myself, she's not better than the Tobey Maguire Aunt May, because I have a connection to her. She was like a proper
Yeah.
true aunt to
She was like quite a big part though of the Raimi trilogy. She was always giving Peter advice on things. She was struggling financially. She was struggling with the grief of Uncle Ben. There was a lot actually. They did her quite well because there was always something going on with her within each movie.
Yeah.
Whereas with like Spider-Man: Homecoming, I don't actually remember what was going on with Aunt May in that movie.
No, like just remember in the last scene. She walks in the door and in the hallway when Peter's getting changed.
She always seems to be around for like a joke. And then like with Far From Home, I don't actually remember being in that movie.
Just the beginning part of it when she's backstage and when he's wearing the Iron Spider suit for the foundation thing with Happy Hogan as well. Just flipping when the whole stuff. That's the only part I remembered about that when she was in that film. I mean, No Way Home, she dies. She invited other villains in. She cocked it up. Green Goblin killed her, and then she returns to this film as a flashback. But to be honest, she's not the greatest one.
Man, with that mainly making Spider-Man movies, you get your she's like, she's there for Peter and she talks to Peter quite a lot and she's always like, hollering on about how she worried she is about her kid and all that, and you do empathise with her and you grow a connection with her that way. Whereas like, I don't actually remember like kind of aren't they fussing over? Like Tom Holland, Peter like that, do you remember?
Not really, no. There's not really points in these films that she mainly did that because
Yeah, she's fussing, she's worrying, she's struggling. I just don't remember.
no, she didn't really do. She didn't even speak so much because she was just there being happy, jolly, and all that type of crap, and the scene she was in. And then when you get to this film, it's like she's took a dark turn. She's actually speaking to him, like about all the struggles and stuff, like of becoming Spider-Man eventually, which she already is. But I mean, like this film was mainly about the struggles. The other films were just about being what I said then, being happy, jolly, build a foundation, like supporting others rather than her own flip.
Yeah, and that goes on to my next point. He's not Iron Boy anymore.
Nah, it's not.
He's doing his own thing, and he has his struggles. Which there you go. So you've got Peter and his struggles, which are always a very big pivotal point of a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
And he's having struggles, which his struggles were mainly with mutating DNA.
Yeah.
And he was dealing with the fallout of No Way Home, where MJ and Ned obviously don't remember him, and MJ's moved on. However, this is undone at the end of the movie, which completely ruins that aspect.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing with... Okay, I'm going to make a comparison. I don't like doing comparisons because I know it riles people up, right? But the first Spider-Man, right, he doesn't actually get what he wants by the end of the movie. Because at the end of the movie, he finally gets the girl next door. MJ wants to be with him. MJ wants to, like, be in a relationship with him. But he can't do it because he has to sacrifice his relationships to be Spider-Man. Because he knows, to protect the ones he loves, he can't be in, like, close with them. And because you have Aunt May, who was literally attacked by Goblin, because Goblin found out who he was. And then he attacks MJ, because he finds out who he is. So now he realises he can't be close with the people he loves anymore, otherwise they're gonna get, like, hunted down by a maniac. And so he has to make that decision to sacrifice his relationships. Because with great power comes great responsibility. Literally iterated at the end of the movie. Whereas, with Spider-Man Brand New Day, those sacrifices don't stay sacrifices because these people come back. And so it just ruins it. Because at the end of No Way Home, it's like no one obviously remembers who he is anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like he's made that sacrifice, and that what made that movie pretty good. Brand New Day's undone that.
Yep.
And so that responsibility of not being close with his loved ones isn't there. So he has great power, but maybe not as much responsibility.
For the ones around him. I was just thinking then, you've made a brilliant point, a brilliant point there. With the first Spider-Man with Raimi's one, with Tobey Maguire, with the whole thing with MJ and stuff, it just reminds me of Spider-Man Homecoming, when he loves. Remember Liz in Spider-Man Homecoming, his crush that he goes to the party and stuff. And I just remembered this. He goes to the house, meets her dad, who was the Vulture. Remember him? What was his name? I think it was. Yeah, meets him in the house, and then realizes when he gets in the car, when he stays behind in the car, that basically, one, you're fucked because I'm gonna come after you, like all that type of stuff. I'm gonna come after your loved ones and all that type of stuff. I'm gonna come after you. But two, it's just that with his crush Liz in Homecoming, it's like what you said then, she's getting targeted. Liz, like MJ, being in Far From Home, because she's with that Brett fella in Far From Home, because she doesn't like no one on Homecoming. It's like Liz being the main love to Peter Parker, and at the end of the film she leaves and stuff. It was a really cool connection because I was like, it's just cool to see a character, not a main big antagonist in the Spider-Man universe. I know Vulture is, but I mean, her father, who was a part of Damage Control, saying to Peter, not in a suspicious voice, saying, "I'm going to kill you, I'm going to come after your family," as a father figure. But I mean, as the Vulture, he comes after him, not his family and stuff. So it's. And then eventually Liz finds out who he is and all that type of crap, and then bangs, she goes, and then you never see Vulture because he's in prison with Scorpion.
Yeah. The
But
next thing I will get on to is Hulk.
yeah,
He was kind of just like, well, the main complaint that I've heard about it is that like he doesn't really do anything. He's just Jean Grey's pawn, and I disagree with that because you have the inhibitor, the universal inhibitor bit,
yeah,
which couldn't have been done with a better person. Because you think about it, he has to wear that thing, or else obviously he's going to turn into the Hulk. Whereas who else kind of has that problem? I don't really know. So using Hulk was actually quite a very smart move for this sort of thing, because obviously he needs to make the inhibitor to be done with Jean Grey, and he needs Hulk's help for that. But then again, you could have used maybe a small time Spidey villain like Scorpion, and maybe another one, instead of using the Hulk as a pawn in terms of Jean Grey's henchman. Because you can have Hulk, whereas like you have Bruce Banner, but you could have another Spidey villain being Jean Grey's pawn along with Scorpion. But they needed Hulk to get butts in seats because they wanted to make more than $1 billion. So that's what they did. But I'm just nitpicking because Hulk gets slammed out by a bunch of rocks, basically.
Well, to be honest, he's not really much in this film. Like, I know what you mean. Like at the beginning of the university, he's got the anger, thing on him, the anger management thing, to stop him from turning into the Hulk stuff. And then he tries to get the chip, like in the building stuff, like in the tower and Damage Control. He tries to get the flipping the chip on his back, and I'm like to myself, well, one, you can't get the chip on him to calm him down, to put us down as human, it's like anger management stuff, because one, he's a big flipping green fella, and two, he's not even, his human body is being controlled by Jean Grey. So it was a good move that even when the device got like destroyed and stuff, like keeping that anger management of the Hulk, it was kind of cool. But yeah, like what you said, being possessed by Jean to then turning into the big guy and then controlling Frank Castle. What? I know he's like 33 meters from him, shit, because he won't run away because he likes shooting guns and stuff, Frank. But I mean, his anger management is unbelievable, flipping Hulk. That, yeah, they wanted him in the film because he knows Spider. He kind of knows Spider. Oh, he doesn't. He gives him the name Ned Leeds because Ned's Ned, because he's the CEO of Sex. But yeah, but I mean, like flipping. Yeah, just having Hulk in this for one, the marketing, the promotion of this film to make that $1 billion. But I mean, Spider-Man's all like fought a lot of the Avengers before, hasn't he? He's fought Captain America in Civil War. He's fought some others as well in Civil War. Now is his chance to fight the Hulk. So, this is my theory. if he comes into Secret Wars, which we do not know if he's in Secret Wars, maybe Miles Morales or something, could we get a fight between Thor if Thor is not dead? Because, I mean, I never got onto the topic before about the Hulk, like, the Hulk's being green guys being possessed and stuff, but I mean, like, Hulk's had his turn in a Spider-Man film, Captain America's had his turn in a Spider-Man film. Who else is there? Iron Man's there, Thor's never been in. Also, yeah, Thor's never been in. I mean, yeah, like, Thor has anger issues as well. Captain America had them, he forced them. Hulk had them, he forced them. We need Thor in it. Like, we need Thor in a Spider-Man film. That's, like, weird, but, yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people I've heard complaining about this movie is, oh, Spider-Man's teaming up with people, or he's not on his own. However, in the comics, he teams up with other heroes quite frequently.
Yeah.
It's quite a very comic-y thing for him to do. So I have no problem with him teaming up with other heroes.
Especially the Punisher. Like, them scenes were just funny. Just seeing the fucking conversation in the building when they're both arguing. That was fun.
Yeah.
When he
And
says, stay with MJ, you should stay with MJ, and then MJ tells him to go after them and stuff. That was fun.
yeah, Punisher was very funny in this, even though the show is like deadly serious.
Yeah. It turns comical shit.
Yeah, he turned the Punisher age rating to PG for the movie.
Is there any other things in this film that you want to talk about? That fella who took Jean, like, you know, when he locked it up and shit like that. The fella who was the head of damage control. What was his name in it? I forgot his name in it. But he locked in the room, and then he became the main serious bad guy of it for capturing basically a mutant. It was brilliant because
Yeah. Well, I was thinking that at the start when kind of as soon as you found out it was Jean Grey, you were like, hang on, they're hunting a mutant. You know who else does that? Like damage control. And then you've got the whole thing where mutants are being hunted before they even do anything wrong.
Yeah. Look,
So yeah, that's what I was thinking.
her main purpose in this film, Jean Grey, was to go after VMAX and like basically to get VMAX for the mutants and stuff. But me and when we revealed VMAX to everyone, they were like, "What? Why the hell is VMAX? Ventmax?" And I was like to myself, "Oh," they were like, "What? I thought VMAX was a weapon, but it kind of is because it's like the flip air and stuff, and it's the vent, like the vent that kills everyone's or whatever." But William Metzger, whatever the hell his name is in the film, being head of damage control. He was kind of weird, like trapping a mutant in a room, but being helpful to Spider-Man, but not helpful towards a mutant who's trying to kill him. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, well, that was crazy, the ending, where Jean Grey has like a massive kind of telepathic like explosion or whatever, and everyone freezes up.
All because of a flippin' sister, flippin' Sarah, whatever her name, Sarah Grey. Or because the flashback scene, and then she gets taken by William Metzger.
Yeah, well, she might be the next most powerful character in like the MCU and stuff.
Well, she's definitely going to be powerful for X-Men, isn't she? The new X-Men film, previous of X-Men.
Because she's supposedly like more of a child in this movie. So imagine her when she's like a fully grown woman at the peak of her powers.
Yeah.
She covers up like almost half a city in a like little telepathic like nuke.
Yeah.
They casted
Right,
Kit Connor as Cyclops. What do you think about
I haven't really seen much of Kit Morrison, like, in recent stuff, but, to be honest, for a younger, like, flipping Cyclops, it's good, because, I mean, you had James Mars, you've had the other fella who was in Apocalypse, he was young as well, but I mean, having a very young, Cyclops is good to, like, reboot the series and stuff. So, I wonder what he's going to do, because, yeah, I've not seen him in much. I don't even know what he's in. What's he been in recently?
who?
Kit Morrison.
Kit
I was going
Connor.
to say before that whole thing of Florence Pugh, flipping Yelena, that whole scene in the water thing. That was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, what makes me think that Kit Connor could play a good Cyclops is his betrayal in Warfare.
Warfare.
Yeah, recent movie last year. He's in the Navy.
With Will Pulse.
Yeah, he's in the Navy SEALs in Iraq, and he's on a mission. And yeah, you can see him in a serious action role, and so I could definitely see him as Cyclops.
Oh, he's in Rock. Oh yeah, I do know. Just thinking that. Yeah, he's been in like Rock and stuff. That's a brilliant film with him, Taron Edgerton, about Elton John. His stuff too. Wild. Jesus Christ, he was in a Wild Robot.
But yeah, Warfare I would definitely recommend if you haven't watched it. It's a great movie.
I'll have to check that out this week. What's it on? Warfare? Is it on any shoe? Oh, it's on Prime. Okay, I'm watching it. Yeah, but I don't know much though. Yeah, what I've said before, Yelena being in the pool, like, I know she's a part of the New Avengers, but basically just teaming up with, like, the whole thing of up to Doomsday in it, because she knows Peter Parker, she knows all that type of stuff, because thing is, was probably told her or something, but it's definitely the lead up to Doomsday. Like, why would they bring her back into a Spider-Man film if you're leading up to Doomsday? Because, yeah, I know if she was in the Red Room, she's had the same things as flipping Jean Grey, like being in the room, stuck and shit. But yeah, it was kind of weird. I liked it.
Wow, yeah. What do you think of the ending with obviously Frank shooting Spider-Man instead of Jean?
I I thought it was funny because I was like, well, when he had that massive flipping sniper out, I was like, because we've already seen the memes on TikTok and stuff, like, oh, yeah, he gets headshots and shit like that. I'm like to myself, because I've already seen it. I was like to myself, oh god, who the hell is he gonna hit? Is he gonna hit Jean or is he gonna hit? But when he hit Spider-Man, I was laughing because that's one of the most easiest ways to knock out a hero. Just get a gun and just snipe him. Like even when everyone was outside, when everyone said, "Oh yeah, Spider-Man's in critical." Condition and shit like that. It was kind of funny because yeah, it was funny. I know it's sad. Like, oh yeah, Spider-Man's been shot. He went for the wrong person. But it's like, oh yeah, Spider-Man's love interest.
Yeah. I thought it was a massive pro for this movie where you have obviously Spider-Man, the moral compass, sacrificing his body to save Jean.
Yeah.
Literally, in that moment, he probably thought literally he was sacrificing his life. Probably thought he was gonna die.
I thought Tim was as well. Because I was
Yeah.
up for shit.
But it was a very, very Spider-Man like thing to do because it's a Spider-Man movie, obviously. But you get what I'm getting at here. It was a very, really good moment. Thought it was probably the most Spider-Man like moment in his whole like all of his movies,
Yeah.
where he saves someone, taking a bullet for them, even though said person has done like so much damage. He saves her anyway.
Yeah. There was another, I think, another Marvel film that had the same thing, and where one of the Marvel characters got shot. Basically, it was the same thing, but then he went out on revenge and killed them all. Tries again. I forgot what film. What Marvel film? Ah, I used to have to think about that. Forgot what it was, but it was a Marvel film that had the same type of aspect of like basically save the person, like basically shooting the main protagonist of the whole story, saving another one, and then he goes after. It was like that. I forgot what film it was. It was a massive Marvel film, but yeah. So in the end, do you think it was Tom Holland's best one? And when do you think the next Spider-Man will release?
Yeah, so this was out 2026, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
so
is 24 years since the first Spider-Man came out, which is
I'm
crazy.
I'm giving it 2030.
34 years.
2030
I think
probably.
I think they'll give it another 6. No, yeah, I agree. I think 2031 because from the time jump from 2021 to 2026 was 5 years. I think he'll do the same thing again because he'll do 2026 to 2031. He'll do another 5 years. So basically, we've had 2 Spider-Man films of Tom Holland in a decade. Like, he used to just pump them out 2017, 2019, 2021. That's just a matter of fact of 5 years. You put 3 Spider-Man films out in 5 years. And then
Yeah.
he did another one in 2026, which is 10 years since the start of filming Homecoming. But I mean, 2031, but you say 2030, I say 2031. Because apparently he's working on something else. Apparently he's working on another project and then he's going to be working on the next Spider-Man. Because I think it's Shang-Chi 2. Or he's working on another project either in Marvel or DC. I think he's going to DC next. And then doing a DC project and then he's moving back to Marvel for Spider-Man 5.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So here we are. There's our thoughts on Spider-Man and talking about Marvel's Wolverine.
First off, last off, what would you rank all the Spider-Man live action movies in order?
All of them.
Yeah.
So we start from right.
What
First
would you
one.
rank them? Worst to best?
Right, I don't remember much of. I'm going to put Amazing Spider-Man 2 bottom. Then I'm putting Far From Home 8th. Oh, the next one. How many is there been? 9, is it?
Hang on. Yeah, 9.
9. Right. 9th is Amazing Spider-Man 2. 8th, Far From Home. 7th, I'm putting Spider-Man 3. I'm going to get a lot of hate for that because it was a good film, but I think it was crap. 6, I'm going to put No Way Home because I know it was a lead up to this film, but it wasn't great as the other ones. 5, Amazing Spider-Man, because I've seen that one loads of times in school and I just remember it. Hell, listen to 4th, I'm going to put Amazing Spider-Man. Not Amazing Spider-Man. Spider-Man, the first one. I'll put that fourth. Third will be Spider-Man Brand New Day. Second will be Spider-Man 2. And then for me, the first one is Spider-Man Homecoming. Just love to bits. So that's my ranking of the Spider-Man films. Let's wrap it up in your one, and then we'll end off this.
So, last might get a bit of hate, like, but Far From Home is like dead last, because I rewatched it recently and I just thought it was just proper mid, and there's no bad Spider-Man movie for me, but some are just mid, and this is just one of them. Spider-Man Far From Home is the bottom, and then to me again, get 8 for this. Spider-Man Homecoming 8th, just because it's just like I just don't think there's a lot going on. Even though there probably is, I just don't really probably fuck with it as much as the others.
Yeah.
And then 7th, you've got The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And Amazing Spider-Man 2 is put above these two movies, right? Because at least The Amazing Spider-Man 2 has charm to it. Because Andrew Garfield's great, the soundtrack's great, the suit's great. Okay. And then you've got number 6. I'll probably put The Amazing Spider-Man. And then at number 5, I would probably put Spider-Man 3 at number 5. Because again, it has charm to it. And then 4th, I will put Spider-Man No Way Home. And then number 3, I'd put probably number 3. And then Brand New Day number 2. And then Spider-Man 2 at the top.
Fair enough.
Alright then.
Right. So hope
Take us
you all hope you all enjoyed this week. Next week, I don't even know what day we record next week. We are going to talk about Disney. They're having a big thing over the weekend, so we're going to be talking about Disney films, Marvel films, Star Wars films. Apparently, we're getting our first look at Star Wars Starfighter, and apparently we're getting our first look at another trailer. I think we're getting another trailer for Doomsday soon. Apparently, it's being up and ready to go this weekend. So we're definitely going to watch that next week if it comes out. I'm going to be reacting to all that type of stuff, everything. And if anything else comes out, we'll react to it. But main thing is for next week's one is going through mainly Marvel, Star Wars, games and films, TV shows, and all that type of crap. And if you want to have anything on like next week, just let us know. And just let us know if there's anything else that comes out in the next couple of days, and we'll do it. So, hope you have all enjoyed another episode of the Larp Pod. Take care, everyone. Lego Gamer's out. Say goodbye, Moody.
See you later in the next one.
In the next one.